Hey y'all, Matt here from RetroOnly.com. Today I'm going to be talking again about the Nintendo Switch. And specifically I'm going to be talking about Nintendo Switch games and whether they are multiplayer, whether they are single player, and how you can tell. A lot of people think that all of the Switch games are multiplayer, while other people think that not all of them are. So that's what I'm going to cover in today's video. Before I get to that, please be sure to hit the like button and then also subscribe to our channel. It really does help us out a lot and also allows other people who have this exact same question to get their question answered as well. So let's go ahead and hop into whether all Switch games are multiplayer or whether some of them are single player. Here in front of me, I have 4 different Nintendo Switch games. Now, these are the physical games. Pardon the Yoshi's World. My 3-year-old daughter decided to tear that apart. But these 4 games I have here for a very specific reason. And that is to not only answer the question of whether all the Nintendo Switch games are multiplayer, whether some of them are only single player, but also to show you how you can tell when you're looking at a physical game in store. Now, if you're online, it should say whether it's single player or multiplayer and how many players can play on it when you're looking at anything specific. But when you're looking at a physical game in store, you need to know how you can tell. So first off, all games have different number of players. For example, this Aladdin game with the Lion King game is only single player. So not all games for the Nintendo Switch are multiplayer. But what you can do is you can turn it over and look right at the back here, and it will tell you the number of players that can play the game. So as you can see here, it is 1 player when it's docked, 1 player when it's set up on the stand, and 1 player when you have the controllers connected. Going to the one right next to it, I have Yoshi's World, and that one, as you can see, is 1 or 2 players connected to the TV, 1 or 2 players when you have it on the stand with the Joy-Cons disconnected, and then of course 1 player when it's just the Joy-Cons are connected to the sides. We have Super Mario Deluxe here, again 1 through 4 players, so it's up to 4 players when it's connected to the TV, and then it's up to 4 players when you have it on the kickstand, and then 1 of course when you're only playing it by itself. And then Luigi's Mansion is 1 through 8 players, so up to 8 players on it when it's on the TV, up to 8 players when it's on the kickstand, and then 1 player when you're just playing it on the Joy-Con. Of course, you're holding it by yourself. I picked these 4 because it's 4 different. So this one is only 1 player, this one is 1 or 2 players, this one is 1 through 4 players, and then this one is up to 8 players. And as you can see, those numbers are right across the back of the physical games themselves, on the back of the paperwork there, as you can see. So that is how you can tell how many players are on you can have with each Switch game. So if you're unsure about your game or about your game you're looking to buy, all you have to do is flip it over and look for the numbers right there on the back. It's 1 to 2 players, 1 to 4 players, 1 to 8 players, or it's just 1 player like that game here. Most games for the Switch will be at least 2 players. Very, very rarely will they be a single player, although does happen, as is true with this game. But most games, it will be at least 2 players. A lot of them will be 4 players as well. But you can find it by simply turning the games over and looking on the back of them. I hope that this video has been helpful to you in answering your question about the Nintendo Switch and whether all the Switch games are multiplayer, which ones are, and how you can tell when you're looking to buy your next Switch game. Again, my name is Matt. I'm from RetroOnly.com. Have a great rest of your day.